Here we go.
Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the last episode of the Paranormal Portal live here on all of the streaming platforms we could manage in one shot. 5 of them currently. We're on YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, X, Facebook. There you go. That's a lot. And this is the last one of the week because it's the last day of the week. And then we're going to start a new week, and we'll be back on Wednesday. But welcome, everybody. Thank you all for being here, being a part of the journey. And as you know or may have heard, I'm not alone tonight. I'm joined by the big branch of my my only personal family tree, Mr. Sheldon Thomas. How you doing, buddy?
Doing good. Since I missed yesterday, I thought, hey, maybe I should be there for Saturday. Since I'm missing a day. So here I am, eh?
Hey.
See what little rhyme. Okay.
Anyway. I hear that. Yeah, that was good. And good to have you here. Thanks for coming in and being a part of tonight as well. It's always cool when there's someone for me to riff off of. And I love it. So
that's right. Makes the show twice as better.
At least a decimal point better. No, I'm just kidding. You're awesome, buddy. I love it when you're on here with me. Of course. And yes. I'm just setting up something that was kind of fun, and this was sent in to me, and I told you guys, look, we're going to do this. By God, we're going to do it, and we are going to do it. And so I just been setting things up a little bit here, and it's a song that was sent in by our very own Owl, and she made this, and it's called Magic in the Madness. Ooh. That's a cool name. So I thought, well, let's listen to this, and by God, that's exactly what we're gonna do. Are you guys ready? I got the lyrics on the screen that I'm gonna pop up in a minute, but unfortunately, it's probably gonna autoplay, which is okay. All right, here we go from our very own Owl. Sending in some music. Here we go.
Get ready, the live stream's begun. Brent Thomas, our host, he's the one. His show never fails to enthuse. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the news. Been the news. Welcome to the Paranormal Portal, where the strange feels kind of normal. Let the ghost box talk. We'll walk that uncanny walk. judgment in the answers, no right or wrong to find, just a gathering of shadows and a meeting of the mind. The cryptid corner where the light begins to fade, voices stolen by the shades, feelings of unease pervade. Spider crawl of the Bigfoot and the howl of the Rougarou, encounters rode in by people like me and you. Welcome to the paranormal portal, where the strange feels kinda normal. Let the ghost box talk. We'll walk that uncanny walk. Every tale unravels the fray. We'll find the magic in every day. Be good, be kind, be nice. Take care of each other. Help each other shine. Find the magic in the madness. Laugh like you're on cloud
How's that for a little bit of kick in the ass? That was cool, huh?
Oh my God, 10 out of 10. Whoa, that was great.
That was really cool. It's like,
Oh
wow.
my God.
Sheesh. Wow. Gave me chills. Good evening,
That
Mason
was-
Davis. Good to see ya. That is an awesome song. It was sent in by listener Owl, who's regular in our chats and such, but over on YouTube and in our Discord. But that was a 12 out of 10 at least. Yeah, BJ's.
Oh yeah.
That was really cool. I mean, it was just really, really well done. I mean, she tied in so many themes to the show. I think it was done through Suno, but it's just incredible because you still have, input into that. So it's really amazing.
That was incredible.
Right? Yeah. Wow. I was just really thrilled, and I wanted to share that with all of you because it's like, wow. I hope she's here. I don't know. Is Owl here? But,
I haven't seen Owl in the chat yet, at least.
Oh no. Well, I've been teasing that for a while. I was going to do it on Wednesday, and then I was going to do it on Friday, but then Naysay was here, and I was like, well, I thought it'll be today. So great song.
Let's do this then. I'll watch the chat as we go along, and when I see Owl's name, oh, there's Owl. There we go. Woo! Yeah.
She worked on the lyrics herself. That is amazing. It was just amazing. Very cool.
Yeah.
And it's just really neat that the show has inspired you guys to do things like that, like those of you that create the videos and send them in for the stingers between segments. And Owl's done several of those as well, and now this song, and Unknown has done several, Wes has done several, and I mean, it's just really cool that you guys have invested so much in this show, and it means the world to me, and I love you guys, and I love you all. That was beautiful, really cool. I've listened to it before, but I literally had chills as I was listening with you guys right here. It's like, man, that's cool. Yeah, BJ had a sidetracked on Wednesday with her UFO materials that she submitted. So, yeah, it's great. You guys build the show. You guys make it amazing and special. So, I really appreciate that, Owl. That was beautiful and wonderful, and I really, really love that song.
Yeah,
she said it's a throwback to like the 80s, 90s kind of vibe, but I think it still sounds amazing right now. Oh my God, T-Bone gifted 10 memberships. Holy macaroni. T-Bone rolling deep. So many people contribute to the show. It's just, you guys are incredible. Let's see who got them. T-Bone gifted 10 memberships, and Kitty Cattywack got one. Congratulations, Kitty. Hook and Good Creations by Tina got one. Flyer Tuck got one. Richard Ledford got one. Congratulations. Manson got one. It's Mr. Sheenan got one. Courtney DeRuin got one. Congratulations, Courtney. Wayne Bailey got one, as did Tracy Rue and Chris Castella. So wonderful. Congratulations to all of you. You are now month-long trial members of the show. If you choose to continue, wonderful. Thank you so much. But if you don't, Thanks for giving it a shot. And thank you, T-Bone, for making it magic all the time, brother. Thank you so much. Jose said, reminded me of Rockin' Like a Hurricane. Had a similar melody. Yeah, it did kind of have a Scorpions vibe. Certainly the singing was on par with the Scorpions for sure. Very cool. You guys are amazing. But anyway, I just wanted to showcase that at the beginning of tonight's show because what a cool thing. And,
oh my God. Yeah.
Well, I obviously you guys know we're going to be doing the news. We are also going to be doing the Discord question of the week tonight. Special thanks to Chucky Danger, the magic man himself, who keeps that going and makes it incredible all the time. So we're going to get to that. Then we're going to get to probably head right into the what the hell is that? Because I got a pretty expanded number of videos to go through. And then we're going to head to the Cryptid Corner, and that'll be about the show. I mean, it's just like you blink and it's done. So I hope
every time,
absolutely. Let me just save the lyrics quick. I copied them off of Discord.
Wait, what the hell is that? Only Friday?
No, it's every day.
Oh, okay, good. Okay.
I just got
I didn't hear you say what the hell was that, so I was like, wait, what? No.
Oh, so Mason Davis says, before I forget, over on Rumble says, I heard you mention in a recorded show that the military probably wouldn't fly over populated with areas with unknown flying platforms. I worked at Area 52. Definitely did. And kind of crazy. Really? I'm shocked. I mean, I believe you, Mason, don't get me wrong. It's just, you wouldn't think that they would fly experimental aircrafts over populated areas of civilians, because if it goes wrong, it's going to go all the way wrong. But yeah,
true.
But Mason says, thank you for that input, Mason. Appreciate that. I had no idea. Wow. that's really kind of some real backward thinking there. Paranormal Portal, I forgot. So, from Owl. I'll put it in my documents for now, and I'll move it around later into the same folder as the song file itself. All right, so we are going to be getting to the news, ladies and gentlemen, because it is my motivation to keep you all as informed as I know how to. It's a good time to insert ads. No, it's not ever a good time to insert ads, YouTube. Thank you. They always want me to do that. It's like, here, do some more money stuff. Well, we're going to skip that part of the money train. We don't insert ads in our shows. When you get the show, the only thing I do sometimes is if I have to use the loo, then I put on one of my own songs. But anyway, let's get to, ladies and gentlemen, the news and find out just what the hell's going on in the world around us. It's time for the news.
All the news you love, from the wild to the weird to the fascinating or interesting, with your host Brent Thomas.
We have someone here with me on the news, Sheldon.
Isn't that just wild?
I don't usually get company.
Yeah.
But here we are, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Paranormal Portal News. This is where we cover news stories, never political, thank God. Or they might have some political reference to them, but we don't cover politics and all the news that continues to piss all of us off, or raise our ire, or cause consternation. If that's, I love that word, consternation.
What does that mean?
Just causing problems, just bad feelings, anger. Just not peaceful, causing some consternation. And we just stick with the weird, the wonderful, the bizarre, the informative, and the unique, and sometimes the paranormal. So we're going to get to that right now. But remember, ladies and gentlemen, hi, Josie. Good to see you. We are always utilizing a lot of different websites on this show with amazing information. These websites are incredibly well done. And please, you guys, support these websites. They are fascinating and wonderful, and they're doing it as well as I've ever found online. And we have to keep these sites going because they are the best. And so please visit them. You're going to find a lot of information that we'll never, ever have time to cover through thousands of shows. And there's so much more out there. So go support these sites as you will. I appreciate it, but let's get to the first one. You ready, Sheldon?
Always.
All right. So you remember the 3-Eye Atlas thing, right?
It's familiar. Remind me.
What was that object that came through our solar system and did some weird things, didn't behave like a normal comet, but NASA and all the officials said, "Oh, nothing to see here. It's just a comet. There's nothing to see.
Yeah.
It's a comet." And so it was a comet. And then suddenly they're talking about, "Oh, maybe we can throw some probes after it and get to it again." And it's like, if it's just a comet, why are they going to invest all this energy and resource into chasing just a comet? Because there's other just a comets. So there is something about this that doesn't wash for me. 3i Atlas has got to be something more than just a comet. But here's another news article dealing with 3i Atlas, which is apparently just a comet. Let's check it out. Here it is from unexplained-mysteries.com. Let's make sure this is framed up okay. It's not bad, but I can do better. There we go. All right. Enigmatic interstellar visitor 3i Atlas yields intriguing new discovery. Not bad for just a comet, right?
Whoa.
Woo, how about that?
Wow.
I had to put you on the screen. Let's see what it yielded, as it's just a comet. There's that bad photo. the motorcycle in fog. That's millions and trillions of NASA dollars. That's the best they could do. Meanwhile, a guy with an $800 home telescope captured some amazing images of 3i Atlas that didn't look like just a comet. But let's see what it says. The object, which made headline news last year, appears to contain something that scientists were not expecting. Intelligence, maybe?
Oh my God.
See what I did there? See what I did there? All right. By now, just about everyone will have heard about 3i Atlas, an interstellar object thought by most scientists to be a comet. And that was discovered passing through our solar system last year. Most of the intrigue surrounding this object came courtesy of a vocal minority, including Harvard's Professor Avi Loeb, who believed that there was a reasonable chance that 3i Atlas could, in fact, be an artificially constructed object controlled by advanced extraterrestrial civilization. Evidence of this came in the form of various anomalies concerning the object's speed, composition, and trajectory that Loeb in particular had interpreted as evidence of artificial construction. When 3i Atlas reached its closest approach to Earth and headed off back towards interstellar space, however, it quickly became apparent that there was nothing intelligent about it at all. I disagree. There's still plenty of anomalies that were recorded as far as the way that it came in, the maneuvers it did, that seemed to imply something pretty intelligent. But that said, this intriguing interstellar interloper is still throwing up surprises, as evidenced recently when a new study using the Atacama Large Millimeter Submillimeter Array in Chile discovered that 3i Atlas is home to an anomalously large amount of methanol. Oh, okay. Got methanol. Is that common with just a comet? I don't know. I don't know enough about just a comet, but here we go. Considered a precursor to the development of life, methanol is found on other comets. Oh, okay, there you go. In our solar system, but not anywhere near as high an amount. Ooh, is it seeding life? Its presence in 3i Atlas is in such large quantities offers a hint at what the conditions might have been like in the distant solar system where this object began its journey through the cosmos. You mean that alien laboratory? Observing 3i Atlas is like taking a fingerprint from another solar system, said study lead author Nathan Roth of American University. The details reveal what it's made of, and it's bursting with methanol in a way we just don't usually see in comets in our own solar system. But it's just a comet. Well, there you go. Another anomaly from 3i Atlas that was just a comet, ladies and gentlemen. And they're still looking at it. They're still examining it. They're still crunching the data on it. So I don't know.
I feel like they're looking at it to see if there's any resources we can plunder from it.
Yeah, really.
If there's anything really valuable in it.
Right. Wow. Well, I guess, it's beyond our reaches now, I'm pretty sure. But as it's, jettisoning back out into deep space, wherever the hell it's going. But anyway, it's just a comet. So nothing to see here. just move along, I guess.
Your statement every time you say just a comet. It's just a comet.
It just rubs me kind of raw because you have to abjectly ignore several weird things that it did, including the trajectory that it even entered our solar system, and then some maneuvers that it did that defy just a comet. You know, I mean, it's like changes in speed and the way it jettisoned or was emitting its vapors or whatever, sometimes defied the solar winds that usually determine the direction of the comet tail and stuff. So there's so much weirdness about it, and yet they just aren't willing to entertain it for whatever reason. So that's...
I don't know if this is something we read when we first read about this, but the whole trajectory thing, I think this might sound familiar to you as well, but isn't it how it interacts with the sun and the heat? Because it is a big ice ball, you know, with other chemicals and stuff in it. But like, couldn't the interaction with the sun and how it could be reacting to it and the heat and radiation and all that cause like differences in trajectory and all that because of that interaction?
Sure, but it's usually determined by the direction of the solar winds that are interacting with it. Meaning, you know, like a wind and you go outside, you may have different colognes on or different things on, and your clothes will blow differently depending on the material they are, but they're still going to go the direction of the wind. And that's what was weird about 3i Atlas. And somebody put up here, the cloud was like a perfect square the size of a bus. I don't know if that's about what we're talking about. Crazy. Just comment, folks. Go back to work. That's right, Wizard. Yeah. Very, very interesting, though, whatever it is. He said, this is Stikulg. Yeah, said, my experience was in 1992 before phones. I don't know what your experience was like.
Oh, that's the comment above. I'm not joking. A cloud followed me home while walking my German Shepherd, and when you have a dog like that, we were both scared.
Yeah. Wow. And it was square, about the size of a school bus. I'm betting it wasn't just a cloud.
Just a comet, just a cloud.
They don't generally follow us home. Yeah, that's not cool. I mean, it might be cool. I don't know how you feel about it, but I would be pretty unnerved if a cloud was following me. Absolutely. But very cool experience. Thanks for sharing that.
Think of The Mist. Oh, my God.
Oh, God, The Mist. Don't even start. I hated that movie.
Yeah.
I loved it until the end, then I hated it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was terrible. I mean, it was a great movie, but it was a terrible ending. Oh, my God.
I mean, when you're considering the fate of, just saying the moral choices there,
Yeah. Have you ever heard of people, Sheldon, that have just far too much time on their hands, so they do stupid things?
Me? Just kidding. Yes,
Well,
I've heard of me.
Do you want to lay down while you talk, and we'll just start taking notes?
No. Yes, I do.
Sheldon went into therapy mode on us, folks.
No, I have heard of those people, yes.
Well,
who else is out there?
Well, there's another that you might understand and relate to. This one is from unexplained-mysteries.com. The world of the bizarre. Woman spends 70 days counting out loud to reach 1,070,000.
Why?
I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
It's like, of all the things to dedicate your life to, like, maybe you could, like, work on a charity or something that really, moves the needle for humanity and civilization and something. Come up with, something beneficial for everybody. I'm not sure that counting to 1,070,000 is going to really be a landmark moment in human history, but let's see what happens, shall we? A woman from Nigeria has achieved a new Guinness Book of World Record by counting out loud for several weeks straight. Imagine doing nothing at all with your day except counting out loud on an internet live stream, then relentlessly carrying on like that day in and day out for 10 weeks. The scenario became stark reality for Nigeria's Favor Ogechi Ani, who decided to break the world record by counting aloud and filming herself counting for 14 hours a day. Beginning at 1, she aimed to exceed the previous world record by counting to 1 million. Well, beginning at 1, that's a great place to start. I mean, isn't that where everybody starts when they're counting? Yeah. Well, there you go. For 70 days, her daily routine involved getting up, praying, eating breakfast, counting for 7 hours, having lunch, then counting her way through the rest of the day until bed. In the end, she managed to count 1,070,000, earning herself an official world record. The effort was particularly challenging, not least because of the amount of time involved, but also because counting out loud for 14 hours a day would be enough to drive most people insane, unless that's where she started. I'm just saying, you can't go insane if you started insane. Which, if your idea of making your mark is counting, you might already be there. Honestly, it was tough, but my passion for counting kept me going. Did she used
Passion?
Did she used to play a vampire on Sesame Street? She got to 1,070,000 and went, That's hilarious. Honestly, it was tough, she said, but my passion kept me going. I don't know. I guess you gotta love numbers.
I'm just saying, I really feel like in the history of mankind, there are people in psych wards who've beaten that record.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. I've never worked in psych wards, but yeah, I'm sure there's all kinds of really wild behaviors being exhibited that may actually make records. But
yeah,
I had a lovely.
She said worked at the hospital. Yeah.
Oh yeah, did you hear some counting going on?
Things like that.
Yeah.
I never heard counting specifically, but things like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
She ends the article by saying, "I had a lovely team supporting and cheering me up, and it was fun despite the challenges." Yeah. Hey, well, there you go. That's another mark for humanity, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, on one hand, it's like, hey, you know what? Good for you. You know, if that's what you want to do,
enough.
go ahead. Hey, good job.
You do
and then there's
you.
another part of me that's like, why?
Yeah. That's 2 weeks of her life she's never getting back. Or for 70 days. For 70 days. So I guess it's like 2 weeks of time continuously, but it took 70 days to do it. That's 2.5 months. I mean, that's commitment. I got to give her that. She's committed.
It is, you know.
Or should be.
You know.
Or
like I said,
should be.
To each their own, but my Lord. Okay.
Yeah, I guess I don't, I think I'd rather be known for some contribution, not how many times I can count numbers.
That's your legacy. I counted the highest number out loud. That's your legacy.
Yeah. The headstone says, she was worthless and lazy, but she counted to 1,070,000. I'm sorry. I don't know the woman. Good for her. I guess if that was important to her, God bless her. I think it's
absolutely.
But you gotta be ready to take them on the chin if that's what you're doing, and that's your moment. Yeah, you got to be ready to take some of them on the chin. What?
I said, I bet we can count on her.
Yeah, exactly. I think she should have gone for 2 million. Yeah, just saying. You're there. You're already on the way. Just 2 million would have done it. All right, here we go. This is kind of a sad story as far as stories go. I don't know. And maybe it's fine. Maybe the guy was a dick. I don't know. But it sounds tragic and worrisome. But here we go from unexplained-mysteries.com. Modern Mysteries Files, fresh appeal as police try to identify mystery man found unalive in a reservoir. Ugh, that's...
Ooh.
I mean, it's a body of water, so anywhere there's a body of water, you run there, somebody may not swim well, and so you end up with that, but maybe something was a little more nefarious in this one. Let's read it and find out. It's not too long. The body of an unidentified individual had been discovered wearing a wetsuit in a reservoir in a remote part of Wales. Ooh, so he was doing that on purpose. It's a mystery that has gripped the British public for nearly 2 years, and today, despite an extensive investigation and multiple police appeals, the enigma seems no closer to being solved. The man who was discovered wearing a wetsuit and carrying no identifying information was spotted by a member of the public floating in Clairwen Reservoir, a large body of water in the remote Elan Valley area of Wales. Police conducted a major search of the surrounding area, but were unable to find anything to indicate who the man was or how he even got there. They found no tents or camping equipment, no personal belongings, no vehicles, and no witnesses. It was almost like the man had dropped out of the sky. It was thought that he may have been in the water for up to 12 weeks before being discovered. The wetsuit he was wearing was classified as an XXL size, okay, which gave us the weight range of approximately 200 to 220 pounds, said Detective Inspector Anthea Ponting of DIFED Police. Boy, that's a tongue twister. DIFED Police. I don't know.
Police.
I'm not sure how you
Police,
say it.
police.
This is Welsh name, so I don't know how you say
Yeah.
it for sure. But anyway, and that is pretty much what we were able to establish from our initial inquiries. Was nobody missing this guy? Now, in a renewed bid to find answers, experts at Liverpool, John Moores University, have used forensic evidence collected by the police to create a facial reconstruction of the man. It's hoped that someone who knows him will recognize him and come forward. We now have been provided with a very clear, detailed estimation of what the man could have looked like, which I sincerely hope will result in some positive information coming forward, said Ponting. And I guess that's him. I'm not going to play the video because it's just going to regurgitate what we just read, but I'm betting that's not the way he looked. That's very
Exactly.
athletically built. If he was in an XXL, definitely more pear shape going on, much like myself. So coming from a guy who wears XXL, I can tell you, this ain't me. Well, there you go. Yeah, there you go.
I mean, oh God, diving, any kind of diving is something I will never do. No.
I did it myself. I had a friend of mine, and we knew a guy that had scuba equipment. So we just borrowed it from him and went scuba diving up in northern Wisconsin.
No. Scuba diving's fine. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about with
like
cave diving, I guess, with tanks and all that.
Oh yeah, I was using tanks, but no, we weren't cave diving. You're right. I mean, that's extra dangerous because you can easily get in trouble in a quick hurry, and you're not getting anywhere. You can't just go, oh wait, let's do over. You're underwater at the mercy of how much air you have.
Oh my God, there's so many things. There's a YouTube channel called Scary Interesting. I've watched, I think all of their like not scuba diving, the deep diving accidents, and there's so many things that can happen. That no, I mean you can literally drown and get lost in a 10-foot room because of how much silt is produced and all that. Like you're literally blind. You cannot see literally at all in front of your face.
That's like the Mississippi. I mean,
Yes. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
you can't see anything. And they did like Monsters and Mysteries in America, that show that used to be on, and they did one on the Loch Ness or Lake Pepin Pepe. They did one about that, and apparently an eyewitness and stuff. Now I'm here to tell you, there's fish in that lake, and in the Mississippi that are absolutely enormous. And I'm talking close to shark size. There's the legends everywhere. There's a bridge that the divers went down and saw, these fish the size of sharks and came up and vowed they'd never go down again. I've heard that story repeated multiple places across the U.S. as if that's their story. So it's a story that happened somewhere, but it migrated all over the place. But I will tell you that I've seen things wash up on the shore that were absolutely enormous, like surprisingly big for a freshwater body of water. Freshwater body of water. Is that right? Well, at any rate, they did this reenactment, and they showed the guy like diving into the water and doing some exploring scuba diving. And in the reenactment, it was like you could see off in the distance. He had the flashlight shining around. I'm like, there's no way in hell that is Lake Pepin, because Lake Pepin would be like taking a scuba dive into a glass of chocolate milk. I mean, that's what you would see in Lake Pepin. You got about a foot. You can see about a foot in front of you if you open your eyes underwater. That's all you're getting, because it's so full of silt and algae and debris and mud. I mean, they call it the Mississippi mud. So, yeah. Hello, Jason Finch. Good to see you.
Welcome.
Oh, Chucky says Adams Lake here is 1,000+ feet deep in places, and the bodies of the bottom will never surface. Oof.
I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope. Nope.
Yeah,
Never.
that's a deep. I mean, and like right here is Lake Ponderay, and this is also 1,000 something. It's one of the deepest lakes, one of the top 4 deepest lakes in the world, or at least in the United States or North America. I don't remember how it works, but it's so deep that there was actually a naval base on the south side of the lake where the Navy would test submarine designs and put them down way deep and stuff. And so, yeah, I mean, it's a deep body, but it's crystal clear. However, in the deep spots, it doesn't matter how clear it is. Even in crystal clear water, it gets dark, when you get way deep like that. So,
Yep.
no, no, don't apologize, Stikog. That's great. If you wanted, said sorry for the cloud thing. It just don't know. Mean a lot to me.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, we love hearing personal accounts, so don't ever apologize for sharing something that happened to you. That's wonderful.
Yeah, that's your experience. There's nothing to apologize for.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just thrilled that you chose to share it here. All right, we got one more article to go through for the news, and then we'll get on to the question of the week. And this one is another from the Modern Mysteries files. And this has to do with Nostradamus. And some people, I think probably fewer than ever, but there are some people that absolutely adhere to the fact that this guy was dead on and knew things and could see things and are all in on Nostradamus and his predictions. Myself, not so much, because I think the quatrains were written very ambiguously and very widely interpretable. However, some of them he seemed to nail pretty good, like the Hister dealing with World War II and all of that. And it's surprisingly, I think, precise, but a lot of the rest of his things that he wrote, like allegedly Atlantis was supposed to rise in the 80s, 1980s. Atlantis was supposed to resurface, according to Nostradamus and his quatrains, which clearly never happened, that we know of anyway, unless we're being hidden from us. But at any rate, regardless of how you feel, is it possible he saw some things pretty well? Yeah. Is it possible that everything he saw was pretty accurate? No, I don't think so, but, come to your own conclusions. But here we go with the final article in our newscast tonight from unexplained-mysteries.com. Did Nostradamus' predictions for 2026 refer to the war in Iran? I didn't know he predicted things by year. The 16th century seer made several predictions for this year, and some of them seem surprisingly pertinent. There were a few people in history as well known for their predictions of the future as Michel de Nostradame, commonly referred to as Nostradamus, a man whose foretellings are regularly revisited in the hopes of gleaning a hint of events that may still be yet to come. Whether or not you happen to believe that any of his predictions have actually come to pass, there are still many who subscribe to the idea that a not insignificant number of them genuinely do reference real events. Perhaps the most significant of the seer's predictions, believed to reference 2026, reads, "The great swarm of bees will arise. By night, the ambush." Some believe that the swarm of bees may be referenced to drone warfare. Almost said dwarf warfare, which would have been really stupid. And while it was previously suggested that this may have been about the war in Ukraine, this month's events have perhaps opened up the possibility that it could be referring to the war in Iran instead. Then there's this prediction: 7 months great war, people dead through evil. Ruin Evro, the king will not fall. Could this suggest that the war in Iran will last 7 months? Could the king be a reference to a major political figure such as Trump or Putin or Netanyahu? Then there's this prediction: when Mars rules his path among the stars, human blood will sprinkle the sanctuary. 3 fires rise from the eastern sides while the west loses its lights in silence. Well, it's very poetic.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Again, it's difficult to know if this references the situation in the Middle East or if it in fact means nothing at all and we are simply looking too hard to find some sort of meaning in it. Like the other predictions attributed to Nostradamus, all of these are perhaps best taken with a pinch of salt. Well, there you go. I've never heard this reference to the current events, and, I don't know. I don't claim to be the, again, I've said this many times, I'm not the arbiter of truth. I just, have my own paradigm, and I'm not really big on the whole prophetic seer, making future events predictions. But anyway, to each their own. I do know that there are some very talented people, even today, that seem to, can tell when things are coming. But I think there's a lot of people trying to make a name for themselves. And maybe this is the 1600 version of that. I don't know what year.
Yeah, because,
16th century.
the thing about these kind of predictions is that, there's no, time limit for it. So something that, it could happen 2,000 years later. And it just kind of lined up like that. Like, it wasn't actually the prediction, but it lined up, so it makes it look like it was the prediction.
Yeah, exactly.
And it makes it tough to know what is an actual prophecy versus what was just more on the realm of coincidence, kind of thing.
Yes, very true. And you can make a prediction like, and the day will be known when the three-legged dog begs for cheese. Well, somewhere, somehow, through the law of averages, there's going to be a three-legged dog begging for cheese, and somebody's going to go, ooh, this is it.
Yeah.
This is the moment. And, what do you do? Nightcaps rated the stream over on Rumble. Thank you, Nightcaps. Appreciate that, man. That's great.
Hey.
Appreciate it. I don't know how many people were watching and how many people arrived, but God bless you. Appreciate that love. Appreciate the love. All right, so this has been a production of the Paranormal Portal News, powered by unexplained-mysteries.com. And it's time to get back to the rest of the show. Sheldon, you ready?
Always.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're heading out.
When breaking news happens, Paranormal Portal is there.
It's not looking so good out here, Brent.
Award-winning and most trusted news.
Brent, the thief broke into the donut shop in the middle of the night. Be on the lookout. The man is in his late 60s, heavy set, and wearing some kind of hat.
First, live, local.
Is this a paranormal show? Why am I doing the weather?
This is Paranormal Portal News.
I'm not a donut thief, Nate. Speaking of Nate, God bless you, sir. Thank you for the donation. Really appreciate that. The super chat. Super chat.
Oh my gosh.
Well, God bless you, Nate. All right, made it in time. Well, you made it in time. Yeah, you're only 49 minutes late. But you're good, brother. You're good. All right. We got a lot more to cover, actually. We're going to... Let me close this before I try to read it next week again. There we go.
Yeah.
Happens more than I like, believe me. I pull a full 10 on the stupid meter many times. All right, we are going to get to the next segment of the show, ladies and gentlemen. This one is powered by the genius of Mr. Checky Danger. And this is a segment that we love. And it's called This. As soon as I can get it. I always try to do this smoothly, but it doesn't always go so smooth. It's called This. It's time for the Discord question of the week, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to bring up the screen with Sheldon on it so we can do it together.
Whoa.
The power of, friendship and love.
Power of the big tree branches in tree. Yeah. I meant to make that smoother.
Yeah, that's all right. Practice next time. We'll nail it one of these times.
That's right.
This show is absolutely unrehearsed and unscripted, so you get everything.
Tell.
You get everything raw from the noise holes. That's just how it works here. We don't have any kind of training. We are just spitballing this whole experience and maybe an experiment in live broadcasting. That might be the best way to sum this up. It's an experiment in paranormal broadcasting. All right, Justin Goodearth came in over there on Rumble, I see, as well as Night Captain. Hey, Night Captain. That's Night Captain that rated us. Very good. Very cool, Night Captain. Love you, mean it. That's awesome, brother. Really appreciate that. And why don't we do shout outs quick, Sheldon? Do you want to pull up the YouTube shout outs and let me just say Barbara Mora, Night Captain, Dog Digger, Justin Goodearth are over on the Rumble. And is anyone else there? Mason Davis was there. He's the one who had worked at Area 52 and on the Stealth Fighter program, actually. And Big D is over there as well, somewhere. And Big D also remembered. I saw that come up right at the beginning of the show. So thank you, Big D, for remembering, brother. Appreciate it. Who's on the YouTube?
Well, so far we got, I'm sorry if I'm butchering names, by the way, but we got Anna Buell, author, illustrator BJ Lapierre, Chucky Danger, Grandizer, John Temperin, Nathan Nate, Owl 13, you're here. Phil Funk is here. Philip Blair's here. Rachel Gets It Right. Shelly Montgomery, I'm here. Stickhug and T-Bone. That Nino kind of guy. Wizard Moon and Yeshua Reloaded. Anyone I missed? I hope not. I don't think I did.
And if you didn't hear your name, it's because it only takes recently chatting people.
Yes.
So if you're out there listening, that's fine. There's a lot more people. Don't mess with Ouija boards. Amen.
Please don't. Yeah, don't.
Yeah. Amen. All right. Hello, Paranormal Portal in chat. Hey, Pancho. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in, man. Vincent is here. Excellent. All right. Let's get to the Discord question of the week. And what the Discord question of the week is, ladies and gentlemen, we have a Discord server, and you're welcome to become a part of it. It doesn't cost you anything. Discord's an absolutely free program. And you just go over there, and there's lots of, as you can see, this is our Discord server for the Paranormal Portal. There's lots of topics you can peruse and enjoy. There's the question of the week, which we're going to be getting to in a moment. There's also a question of the week suggestions. If you have an idea for Chucky of questions you'd like to have asked, definitely put it up in here. There's a general where you first join, and there's episode discussions about the episodes of the show that we air. There's Bigfoot, Dogman, Ghost, UFO, Extraterrestrial Encounters, Cryptids, Music, Strange Phenomena, Paranormal Library, Breathe, and Movies, Paranormal Movies, Art Gallery, Humor, Kitchen, and Pets. And so there's lots of different topic areas to get involved in. If you have some favorites, links and videos or articles that you found, put them in here. Add to the repository of discussions, and people will appreciate that. So there's lots of amazing material here, a great community. If you enjoy our live chat, a lot of the same people are over here on the Discord. Wonderful people, a great community. And this was actually built by our very own Sheldon Thomas. So thank you, Sheldon, for putting this together.
No problem.
All right, so we're going to get to the Discord question of the week, and this is championed by our very own Chucky Danger, who is a podcaster himself, and his podcast is called The Danger Zone, and you can find it on Spotify, so definitely support Chucky's work. The guy is a brilliant person and a longtime friend and family member of the show. So let's get to this week's question. If you could experience any kind of event in history, past or present, or future, what would you choose to see or experience for yourself? Very cool idea. Very cool question.
Yeah.
ZX81V2 says the Philadelphia experience or Project Montauk. Ooh, both of those were extraordinarily dangerous, I think. But
well, what's the context of those? Do you know what that is?
Philadelphia experiment is where they were apparently taking a ship, like a naval ship, a battleship, and they wound it with electromagnetic circuits, and they ran it, and apparently they were looking at ways to make craft on the ocean disappear so they couldn't be seen. And so they set up these huge EMF generators, and they fired them off with a crew on board, and apparently the ship disappeared for a few seconds, and when it came back, there were sailors that were like fused into the hull of the ship, and it was just a big weird thing. I don't really know how else to say it, but suffice it to say that wherever it went, matter just seemed to meld, and suddenly there were sailors that were actually like halfway in and out of walls and obviously deceased or screaming and dying, and it was a mess. Didn't work out well.
You want to see that?
Yeah, Project Montauk, I think, was animal experimentation, but there might have been more.
Wow.
That's certainly one of them that was done there, as far as I remember. But I could be wrong. I could be really misstating it. All right, The Unknown says, well, I think of the time after September 11, 2001, not the tragedy itself, but what came next. Strangers helping strangers, people opening their homes, donating food, blood, comforting one another. It wasn't just New York. People across the world showed compassion and solidarity. It makes me wonder, why do we often wait for tragedy to remind us to care? That's a beautiful thought. That kindness and generosity were always there. The crisis just brought them to the surface. Imagine if that spirit existed every day, not just in response to loss. The events of 9/11 showed the worst of humanity, but also the best. We're capable of remarkable courage and care. The real reason is why we sometimes forget we don't need tragedy to do it. I am not sure if this was the correct answer, but there is nothing I would love to see more than is humanity taking care of humanity. That's all I got. That's a beautiful thought. Very
Nothing
profound.
but respect for that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's no wrong answers, right? Correct, I should say. But yeah, I believe that. And that's a beautiful answer. If that's, it would be nice to see. I mean, I don't get me wrong, like I love the day. I love the idea of the day that we don't need weapons anymore for each other. Like that to me is just like the most amazing thought ever. Like, wow, you don't need to have weapons to maim and hurt people just to be sure that you're okay. Like that you could just count on the fact that people were going to live and respectfully and altruistically for each other and with each other. That to me is amazing. Unfortunately, we're not there. But let's go to the next one, 3M Farm. To see the building of some of the megalithic structures around the world, to see how they did it. Ooh, that's a good one, like the pyramids. That would be great. That would be really cool.
Oh, the pyramids, yeah.
Yeah, or Pumapunka or any number of other ancient megalithic sites, Stonehenge. What's the one in, what is it, Afghanistan? It's the oldest one. I don't remember what it's called. I've got like a mental block, but I can...
It's like a tower?
No, it's like several. It was actually buried. It was intentionally buried. It was this ancient megalithic site that was intentionally buried at one point in history, and they're now they're digging it out, and they're finding that it's the oldest known megalithic structure on Earth, and it's full of carvings and I don't know, just an incredible array of design that shouldn't have been possible back in those days. But I can't not think of what it's called. Not Karen Tepe, Gobekli Tepe. That's the one. Thank you, Phil. Yep. Karan Tepe. I don't know where that one is. There we go. Stuck on YouTube Discord above my pay grade. Says that's Nino kind of guy. I know it's, Discord is a little different, but it's like stupid easy to use. You just use your mouse over here, click on one of these things, and then you just use your mouse wheel and go up and down and find what people are saying. So, yeah, I mean, it's not really that difficult. Here's your topics. Here's the meat and taters of that topic. And it's just that easy. If you want to type, you just go to the bottom and type in there and hit enter when you're done, and that'll put your thing in here. So it's not really hard to use. It's just a little unusual. It's an unusual looking program, but once you get it, it's really fantastically easy.
Yeah, there's actually if you're unsure how to use Discord as well, there's a discussion tab, Discord tutorial, which shows you kind of how to navigate it and work with it. Something that was suggested I put in a long time ago when I first put it in, because it was a new kind of program for a lot of people. So I mean, if you want to know how to interact with everything in the discussions, there's videos that do break it down and make it easier.
Yep. So there's options if you're willing to, but no pressure. All right, Sasquatch Chronicles, thank you for your service during the Civil War. Whoever said Discord is hard to use. Jeez, Wes.
Jeez.
All right. All right, let's go to the next one from Karen Alberding. I don't really know other than peaceful world where my grandchildren can live in a safe and peaceful world. I know that's utopian sort of wish, but that's my wish. Yeah, hell yeah. We all wish that. I'm with you there, man. Karen. I mean, God, honestly,
teleport to the future without maybe hundreds or thousands of years later when we're a utopia and all in one state of mind of peace and love. Oh, that would be nice to see.
You program it to go to the peaceful time of the planet, and you go like 100,000 years into the future. There's like 3 people left. It's like, oh,
it's when humans are not around anymore. That's when it's peaceful.
It's amazing. They all learned how to get along. Yeah. All right. That's a beautiful thought, though. Rachel says, I'd like to witness the Apollo 11 launch in 1969. That would be something to see. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
True. That would be something. Pretty amazing moment. They'd been launching other, rockets much like that. But just to see the people heading off and going to the moon. Allegedly. Just kidding. I believe they went. Barbara Moore comes in and said, oh, excuse me. A little dinner coming back at me. I always liked ancient art and architecture, so I would have to choose the Ancient Library of Alexandria. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Not that, you'd have to be a linguist, though, because I'm sure it was all in varied languages, but ancient languages at that. So not only was it a library, it was also a place to hold discussions on all matters of life and science like a university. There was also a zoo. A librarian was my first choice of work when I was young, and I still hold the love of being surrounded by all the knowledge so close to me. If I could, I would time travel back to Alexandria to meet as many scholars as possible. I'm sorry, I'm chuckling because of that remark Wes made. It just came back at me. It's like, yeah, how does his mind work? He goes, thank you for your service from the Civil War. It's like, Jesus. I don't know how that man thinks. It just cracks me up. So I'm not laughing at you, Barbara. I think what you're saying is wonderful. If I could, I would time travel back to Alexandria to meet as many scholars as possible, to walk the streets and observe the conversations, see the beauty of the region, blue sky, and the daily ambience of a time so long ago. Yeah. Then I'd ride a bumpy camel to go see the pyramids. Well, there it is. Yep. I wonder what, I think you'd have to really have an incredible knowledge of ancient dialects and stuff. But if you could program that into the wish, I'm with you. That you could understand and communicate with everybody that you wanted to. That'd be crazy. BJ Lapierre says, I'd just like to be a fly on the wall at Roswell to see what actually did happen there. That's my historical vent from the past. Yeah. That's a huge one. What really happened there?
Yeah.
Justin Goodearth weighed in and said, I'd love to go back to the time of the Book of Enoch and the Watchers. It tells the story of the Watchers, a group of angels who rebel against God by descending to earth, lusting after human women, and fathering hybrid offspring called the Nephilim. These angels also teach humanity forbidden knowledge, metallurgy, cosmetics, astrology, sorcery, leading to widespread corruption, violence, and evil on earth. The giants devour resources and turn against humans. Enoch is a righteous man, receives visions and acts as an intermediary. The fallen angels asked him to petition God for mercy, but God refuses and pronounces judgment. The Watchers are bound in chains in a place of darkness until the final judgment, and the flood is sent to cleanse the earth of the corruption they caused. Enoch tours heavenly realms, sees places of punishment and reward, and learns cosmic secrets. The story goes into the Bible, and would be awesome to know how close to reality the story is. I'm a believer in at least most of the context of the ancient found writings. Yeah, I mean, what if you could know it all? That's crazy. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, and then John T. comes in. Personally, with my beliefs, I'd like to meet Jesus in his lifetime, and also be on the moon during the landing to see if it was true. Yeah. I think, yeah, if you could meet the Christ, if you could meet so many people through history, that would be amazing. That would be absolutely, life-changing for sure.
Oh yeah. Now I gotta ask, now that we're at the end of the submissions,
okay,
what would be your event?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, obviously, like going back and being in the presence of Jesus would be pretty amazing. I mean, beyond words. So, like, if you could sit there as he did the Sermon on the Mount and listen and just see him. I mean, I don't know Aramaic, and I couldn't communicate with him in that regard. I mean, depending, maybe he could. I mean, it's a miraculous man, but or miraculous person. But I think it would just be amazing to have a moment to just be in that presence, to just watch and just see it as it happened. I don't know. There's so many though. I'd like to talk with Tesla. I would like to, see so many figures through our past and even our present that I, obviously can't. But I don't know. It's hard to just. I guess that would be the big one for me. But after that, there's about a million other people I'd love to talk to. Einstein, see what he was, what he knew that maybe he didn't say, or, all those things, or if he would. I don't know. It's hard to know. I would like to see history unfold and watch. I'd like to sit and watch it all happen as we got to hear and just see what came before this, what came before us, because there's so much. I'd like to see what happens to Judas. Well, after 32 bits of silver, or however many, I think it was 32, I think he went and took himself out, is what I understand. I think he couldn't live with it. Not the best play on a person. But yeah, it's another thing. I mean, certainly I would like to see Noah building the ark. I'd like to see if there was some place that was known as Eden, and to see, if that was more of an allegory, if it was a real thing, there's so many things that I would want to look at and observe. And, how about you?
Oh, I was thinking the only one that, I mean, there could be one later. I'm like, oh wait, that'd be the one. But for now, the one I would think of is Jesus during his height. I wouldn't want to see the crucifixion. I don't need to see that kind of torture. But
I'm pretty sure I'd end up on one of the trees next to him if I had to sit and watch that. I'd be like, they'd be striking me up right next to that because there's no way I could just sit and watch that happen. Even though, by virtue of the faith and all of that, it was important that it did happen. But it's like, could you watch that? I couldn't.
No, I couldn't.
I'd be like, yeah, I'll be bleeding at your feet and bleeding out, but I just couldn't watch it. It would be like, but I couldn't watch anybody, I mean, maybe you can. I mean, fear is a whole nother thing if you're in the moment and all that. And I talk brave, like, oh, I just take them out, but I mean, honestly, maybe I'd be cowering in fear, and just not strong enough to do anything, but I'd want to.
Yeah.
I mean,
at the very least, yeah.
I'm not the manliest man, but I'm also not a puss. I don't think so. I'm somewhere in the middle, but yeah.
Only in War Thunder.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Simulator wise, I'm a badass, but in real life, my badass days are probably long behind me. All right. So this has been the Discord question of the week. What?
Grander size at the time of the Sahelanthropus.
Where are you?
Oh my God, I can't. I don't know how to pronounce this.
What do you, Grandizer?
Yeah,
I'm looking.
He tagged me. It said Sheldon, and then the Miocent, the age of the Megalodon.
I'm looking for his thing. See if I can. See if I can pronounce what you're missing.
Help me out, yes.
Sheldon at the time of the Sahelanthropus, the Miocene, the age of the Megalodon. Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
That would be something. I mean, yeah. I mean, I honestly, that'd be another one. It'd be neat to go back to the time of dinosaurs and be safe, like have a special bubble of protection. But I'd like to see things like Tyrannosaurus Rex and Diplodocus and Velociraptors and Brontosaurus, Triceratops. All of that stuff I think would be amazing to see. what was the world like then? How different was it?
Fun fact, if you guys didn't know, even if you could teleport right now to those ages, even if you'd be safe from like,
You couldn't breathe.
being unalived from certain animals, yes, you could not breathe because the oxygen levels were way higher than they are now.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
But we could wear air tanks.
Sure. Let's just say we have air tanks, bubble
Yep.
protection, force field, whatever you want. Yeah.
Stegkug says, I'd only go back a week. I'm not greedy. I'm betting on horses.
You know what? That's a great idea, actually.
Yeah.
Look up the lottery numbers, go back a week. There you go.
I think that was called Biff in Back to the Future. Wasn't it? He gave him the younger himself an almanac of sports, and
Yes,
then
he
suddenly
did,
he
yep.
was this amazingly wealthy guy. Yeah,
Yep, that's
why not?
right.
Why not? All right,
Yeah.
all right. Well, that's going to wrap it up for the Discord question of the week, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys enjoyed this segment. We enjoyed bringing it to you. Special thanks to Chucky Danger. Thanks for the
Yes.
amazing questions, brother. You are the man, definitely. So let's get back to the rest of the show. Boom. There it is.
Oh, the Sahelanthropus is a hominid that predates Lucy.
Really?
Oh.
Really? Really?
Whoa.
How about that?
I did not know that.
I didn't either. There we go. All right, so let's get to the next segment of the show because we are burning through the night. And this is a little segment we like to call. God damn it.
The hell is that?
The hell is that?
Indeed, what the hell is that? Well, we're gonna find out right now.
I don't think it was called Goddamn It. I don't think that's what it was.
No, that was just the version that was stuck in my craw as I was trying to get that damn button to work. All right, this is What the Hell Is That, ladies and gentlemen. This is a newer segment of the show where we showcase little pieces of alleged evidence, and we'll get into that and just see if you think it's real or if you think it's not real. Then you vote with a 1 or a 0. 1, you think it's real. 0, you think it's not real, or some decimal if you're somewhere in between. There were 3 of Brent. What were we going to do? Oh, was there 3 of me? I'm all over the place. I'm like cloning myself back here. That way I can take vacations. Phil Funk is voting 1 already. How are you voting 1 already, Phil? I haven't showed you any evidence yet.
Believes it right off the bat,
Yeah, exactly. Trying to think of what do you think could that be? What do you think that could be? This is from, the first one is from Edda Bruno, Edda _Bruno on Facebook. This is the newest one I found. So I guess we're going to go just backwards here and check these out. Here we go. What the hell is that? Let's find out. I don't even know, to be honest with you. I'm not sure what I got. I got to scroll it back to the beginning here, though. Here we go. Let's have a look. Get ready to vote, because that's coming next. Here we are. All right, enough of that. So it's a boat, and it looks like something's swimming. Something is somehow swimming there. Looks like it's pissed. Looks like it's big, too. Honestly. It's not enough in frame to, enough in the light that you can really get any detail. But makes me wonder if it's some kind of thing that's got the arms are hinged and they just whip around every time they hit the water. It does.
What the hell is that?
Right? I mean, I don't want it to be real.
I don't know if I want that to be real. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of those I don't want to be real. Dolphins.
That is freaking terrifying.
Yeah, sure. Dolphins can keep up like that, but they don't do the crawl.
No.
It's very weird. I mean, the thing is that, and it's dark, so there's a lot we can't see. There could be some arm coming off the side over here on the boat that is holding a tow rope attached to like a boogie board or one of those wakeboards, and this guy is just laying on it, slapping the water. I mean, that certainly is possible, but it looks really creepy. I don't speak Spanish. Jose, can you translate this for me, please? What am I looking at? What is pescadores afirman terem sido perseguidos por criatura? I think that's creature. It might be a different language than Spanish. It might be Portuguese. I don't know. If you can. But I'm not sure what we're looking at, folks, but it's creepy as hell.
It's got to be in the Amazon, right? Because Amazonas?
Probably Amazonas. Yeah. I'm betting that's the Amazon. So what are we looking at, guys? Let's vote. What do we got? Aggravated Progressive's giving this a 1. He's all in. I can see the crawl now. Chucky says, yeah. 0 looks like they're towing something. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't know anything that could swim on the surface of water enough to keep up with a boat. Underwater, sure. But the motions this thing is using wouldn't seem to be the type that would allow you to keep up with a boat going about maybe 15, 20 miles an hour on the water. What do you got? 0.5 from Kedster. Looks terrifying. Yeah, it does, Huggle. Yeah. It's whatever they are towing, Susie says. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably something they're dragging, but I don't see the rope they're dragging it with, though, either, and that's what's a little peculiar. Could be just enough out of frame and in the shadows we can't see it, but I don't know. It's pretty creepy. Kedster, 0.5. Karen Elberding, 0.5. Bullets. Yeah, this makes me think of bullets, too. It's like, okay, let's warm that up a little bit. 0.5 from Hoggle. Thing from the Black Lagoon. Yeah, 1. Eileen says. Kitty Cat X, halfway. Chucky, follow the water, Shelley says. 0 from Susie Wright. It's a mermaid from Chucky. Yeah, I mean, I just can't imagine they'd swim like that, though. It's like some flailing body surfing going on a little, outboard motor wake. So, too dark.
Jose says, Jose says, fishermen confirm they are being chased or followed by some small unknown creature in the Amazon jungle/river.
That does not look small, though. You know?
No, it does not.
That looks like it's man size anyway. A hippo can keep up with a boat, Wes says. Yeah, they can to a certain degree. That
is terrifying.
Not at this speed they can, but they can go really fast. They can overtake rowers, no doubt. But yeah, this is crazy. Whatever it is, it's creepy. 0 from T-Bone. Nathan Nate, 0. Let me zoom in, says Stakulg. Bears are fast in snow like that. Oh, I believe that, probably. Wizard Moon, 0.5. Good thing bears usually hibernate unless they're polar bears. Then that's a whole different kind of hell. 0.5. Can't prove that they don't have a rope tied to something at the bottom of the boat where you wouldn't see it. Well, you wouldn't have it tied to the bottom of the boat because you'd see it slapping up in the water as it's reaching towards that guy. It would be surfacing at least some of the time, but it could be on an arm, some arm, mechanical arm or brace off to the side that's dragging a line. We wouldn't see that probably, especially with the way they're pointing that spotlight. The most intense light is right here behind. I mean, if they really wanted to showcase this, they would put that hot spot on the thing, wouldn't they?
Oh, true. Yep.
I mean, wouldn't you reposition it to really get that in frame? I would.
Put a flashlight on it. Yeah, something. Yeah.
Ocean Chupacabra from Grandizer. Brent Van Hoen says it's a 0.5. Yeshua's the same. Problem is going the exact same speed, so it's definitely towing it. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Fishermen confirm they're being chased or followed by some small unknown creature in the Amazon jungle river. Thank you, Jose. I appreciate that. Nathan Nate gives it a 0.5 from Jose. Mermaid, Phil Blair says they're teaching Bigfoot how to swim. Honestly, there's lots of reports of Bigfoot swimming. They do swim apparently really well. Real but not paranormal, Flyer Talk says. Yeah, I agree. Looks like it's punching the heck out of the water. You're right.
Yeah, the way the water's hitting those arms, it doesn't look like the arms are pushing itself through. It looks like it's just the water's like hitting it.
Yeah,
as
you're
it's
right.
coming in.
That's a good point. The way that they're creating a wake, a splashing wake every time they enter. That's not pulling water. It's resisting water and causing that spray. You're absolutely right. That's a good point. Mm-hmm. Fisherman claims, that's Rachel. Thank you, Rachel, for translating. 0 from Rachel. If I was on that boat, I'd poop her pants. Let's see. Anybody else? Vince says 0. We'll take a look at Rumble to hear what the Rumble vote is now. Looks like Justin Goodearth says 0 and Barbara Mora is 0. Looks like a toe trick. Yeah, Justin says. I think so too. I mean, it's creepy looking, but you're right. Sheldon, that's a good point that it's actually resisting water. That's what's creating the spray, but it's mimicking a swimming motion for effect.
Yeah.
So, yeah, good takes, everybody. Great takes. Good job. Let's get to the next one.
Yes.
And here we go. Pulling up the next one now. All right. And this one actually is Casper Site. And I'm going to play the whole thing because this guy cracks me up. I love Casper Site. This is, his name's Ben, and he's from the UK. He does reaction videos to, paranormal videos and ghost hunts and stuff like that. But his reactions just kill me. I just crack up. He's just so damn funny. I think he takes this stuff seriously. He started doing some other things like going and checking out crop circles in the UK and stuff, and which is really cool. And he did a whole big video about those, which was excellent. But check out this clip from Casper Site. You can find Casper Site on Facebook. You can find it on YouTube. You can find him pretty much everywhere. He's got a huge following. He's really done an incredible job, and he's a lot of fun to watch. So this one isn't so much. I think we'll still vote on what he's seeing in this clip, but I just wanted you guys to hear his reactions too, because they kill me. They just kill me. All right, here we go with Casper Site on Facebook in this case. And it actually says, what the hell is that? Perfect. Perfect for this segment. It's like he knows we're here. All right, here we go. Let's check it out.
Oh, what? A couple of explorers came up to this cave in the middle of the woods in an unknown location, and apparently trapped inside the cave they found this humanoid creature of some sort. This
here we go.
is what
Here
they
we go.
captured
Oh
on
my
camera.
god!
Hocam bu ne ya? Ana, oğlum. O ne? Hocam.
Oh, what the hell, mate? Did you see his eyeballs? Big black eyes.
What appears to be some sort of humanoid, alien-like figure can be seen trapped inside the cave.
Look
When
at
the
you!
explorers realize what they're looking at, they
Look at it, mate. That's the nose, 2 nostrils, an eye there, and an eye there.
run for their lives.
Oh, what?
A couple of explorers
There you
came
go.
up to this.
There it is. That's Casper Site, and his reactions just crack me up again. But that's a creepy video, right? I mean, that one's creepy. What do you think of that one, Sheldon? Any take on that one?
I can't. Oh God!
I mean, the eye even kind of closes and like squints as the light's shining into it. So it's like, wow. I mean, it's not just a little puppet that they stuff down there. It does show reaction and motion, but it's just, what the hell? And you can just see there's, again, he points it out. There's the bridge of the nose there. There's an eye over there and an eye over there. I mean, it's right in real time.
Yeah, it tilts his head. Like,
Yeah.
Hey, what's that?
Yeah. So what are we looking at here, guys? Probably a big owl. I don't know if owls live subterraneanly like that. That's interesting take.
That's funny, because the first thing I thought of was, it kind of looks like an owl.
Well, who knows? I mean, maybe it is a perspective thing. Maybe it's not looking down a hole. Maybe it's more vertical, and it's something that's nesting in a hole. That's not a bad take. It could be, you guys. You might have just cleared up some of it, but it kind of, you get the impression from the camera angle that they're looking down at this hole in the the earth, this cavern or whatever underneath that boulder. But maybe it is something more like avian thing. It does look like it's got eyebrows though. Jesus. I don't know. Let's take a look at what you guys are saying, because you're voting. Let's see what your votes are. Rachel's all in, aggressive, aggravated progressive says nope. 1, definitely something alive, says Chucky. 0.75 from Benno, 0 from Karen. Stokolg says no, not having it. Yeah, he is hilarious. Let's see what else we got. Rachel 1, Wizard Moon 1. I have to take myself out of this vote because I am biased with the creator. Oh, do you know the creator? Creator's not Casper's site. It's not Casper's site. He's just reviewing this, but I don't know whose video it is, honestly. T-Bone giving it a 1. Got the heebie-jeebies, says Flyer Tuck. Looks like Fester. Paper mache, I don't think so, because it is, the eyes do change shape and stuff. You can see it squinting when the light is shined right on it. Got Brent Van Hoen giving it a 1. 0.75 from Hoggle. Let's see what we got. Pale Crawler, says Wizard Moon. Maybe that is a pale crawler. Maybe it's home. Maybe that's its home. It's got a really big head with no plumage. Makes you think. Jose says 1 from Kedster. What do we got? 1 because it's something. I agree with Chucky, Kitty says. I think it's perspective. 0 from Elaine. Owl, you freeze. There were 4 feet tall burrowing owls way back that lived in caves, says Owl. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, it's not impossible. We don't have a lot of detail to work with. So if it is truly some burrowing owl, that makes sense. Missed, I went to freeze pop. Went for a freeze pop. Fair enough, John. 1 from Vince. Wizard Moon, really good point. What do we got? Couldn't see it, so 0 from Mel. Yeah, if you're looking on a phone, this is going to be a hard one to really weigh in on. Yoda, says Brent Von Owen. 0.5 from Nathan Nate. I'm all in, nuts and all, said Drake. Okay. Glad you brought your nuts with you, brother. I shouldn't leave home without them, I'm just saying. Yeah. Susie Wright gives it a halfway. So what do we got over on Rumble? Let's see, 0.5 from Barbara Mora. 0.5, creepy, but I can't make it out, said Justin Goodearth. Sounds like he's watching James? I don't know what that is. 0.4 from Big D. It's very creepy, said Barbara. Dog Digger, 0.25. That's Impossible Channel. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Interesting. Whatever the case is, it's a really strange thing. I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking at. It doesn't look like plumage. Who had said that before? I agree. Looks like a skin.
Yeah.
The pale crawler was kind of a good take on that. I mean, that kind of makes some kind of sense if they are somewhat subterranean, which makes sense as well. I don't know what the hell they are, but whatever they are, there they are. And that was our take on this one. So let's get to the next one, folks. That was from Casper's site. You can tell why I love that channel. It's just a fun channel.
It's very entertaining. Yeah.
This one's just some kind of maybe an orb. You guys be the judge. This is coming from Haunted Fairbanks House. They've got a bunch of static cameras there. And this is some kind of orb anomaly that was detected. And you guys can weigh in on what you think is going on here. I got to see if it's framed up good. Yeah, it's good. So this is from their feed. Again, the Haunted Fairbanks House on Facebook. Go check it out because you can probably check out dozens and dozens and dozens of more clips much like this. But is this a light anomaly, an orb? Let's take a look. There is no sound, so and it is playing. Yep, so watch. There it comes. Kind of does a circle there, or a little turn. And then it seems to shoot towards the mirror where it disappears. That's kind of creepy. A lot creepy. It's going to loop, and we can watch it again. I'm watching the timestamp. 8:04, 8:05, 8:06, 8:07, 8:08, 8:09, 10, 11, 52. So it jumped right there. Went from 11 to 52 where it disappeared. So we missed a lot of that according to their clock on screen.
Oh, yeah.
But that might have been the end of the video, though, too. Right? Yeah. No.
But why would it stop there?
Yeah.
It was still on screen.
It was clipped. This was clipped, folks. And no offense to the Haunted Fairbanks House, but I think somebody's trying to make this look way more interesting than it is.
Why would they stop it?
Look at the
it's not like
time.
it went off screen.
No, and it's still the video's still going. So it jumped a good 40 some seconds. From 11 to 52, I guess that's 30 some seconds where they're just gone. But it stops it right where it's hitting that mirror. That's kind of deceptive, honestly.
Yeah.
That's very deceptive. And I just had the idea now of watching that clock. I just want to keep an eye on it. So it goes, what does it do here? What does that clock do here? 7:43, 44, 45, 6, 7, 8. Then it goes to 8.
Why would it?
It jumps a bit. But this is a steady run right here. But I don't like how they made it look like it, boom, at 11, then it jumps to 52, 53. So it's missing all that seconds in there. I don't like that part because that seems very deceptive.
Mm-hmm.
What are you guys thinking? What are we looking at? Again, you guys can see the clock next to my head. You can watch how it jumps from 11 seconds up to 52 before it eventually runs out. Seems clear of a cut. It's too clear of a cut when it disappears. Well, it is a clear cut because watch the time right here. It goes from 11 seconds to 52 right when it disappears. Here it comes. Boom, 52 seconds. So that is a clear cut. I mean, they just cut it, making it look like it's diving into a mirror, and that's where they made it disappear. But it's disappearing by virtue of an edit, not that the orb actually disappeared.
Yeah.
So.
No, it's an automatic for me.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff, that's an automatic 0 for me.
I would give that the same rating, personally. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think? We got to, let's see, found the portal in the house. 1 from Chucky, 1 from Jose, 1 from Hoggle. Orbs are crazy. Rachel gets it right, 0.5. 0 from Tina, 0.75 from Mel, 0.75 from Susie. The cat doesn't move. Where's the cat? Oh, that's like a pig. That's a pig statue.
Yeah.
That's a pig statue. It's not a cat.
Mm-hmm.
I can see it a little better on my big screen. Sorry. Number 1 for aggravated progressive. Orbs, not orbs. Yeah. Money Guy says. 0.9 from aggravated progressive. 0.25 from Brent Van Holm. No, I'm not at 1, said Hoggle. 0 seems to clear cut when it disappears. Right, Phil. Big orb. Looks like a big orb, but could just be some dust anomaly near the lens, but there's only 1. That is suspect. If you only see 1, that's more suspect. Why they felt the need to make it disappear into the mirror through clear editing, I don't know. Elaine gives it a 0, Bigfoot being transported for cookies. 0 from Karen Alberding. With that cut, I'll have to give it a 0, said Wizard. 0 Nathan Nate, 0 Kedster, Hoggle 0. Goes back to 0.7 in minutes. Yeah, because it's looping at that point. That's Susie. So this is looping. It's only about a minute long clip. So that's when it hits the loop and starts over. Revote, 0.5 from Jose. Big 0 from Phil Funk. Hi, Hoggle. I'm reading every chat now. Oops.
No, there's 2 clips. No, he's right. There is 2 clips.
Where's the first one?
So look, it goes,
right
so it
there.
disappears, it goes 8:53. Then it goes 7:40 something.
Yeah, no, it has an edit at the beginning too, and the orb kind of starts here. It starts here.
Yes.
So, and that's where the edit is. The orb comes in and goes here.
Damage.
It's damaged. Yeah. Says damage. The ghost box says damage. Yeah, we've damaged maybe their reputation. I don't know. Changing to 0, said Susie. You know what? 1, this owes me truth. Phil Funk says.
I like that.
-1. 0.001 from Phil Blair. Orbs only show up on camera or pictures. Damage control. Yeah, seems to be. Okay, gotcha. Yep. Let's see what Rumble's saying. Shall I keep doing the dashes? Yes, please. Yes, I love the dashes. 0.5 for Dog Digger. Changed to 0. 0.25 from Justin Goodearth. Not much of an orb guy, really. Have to go with 0. Barbara Morris says. Okay. Very good. Yeah. I think and this is why the details are important, guys. If you got a clock, pay attention to it as things are happening. Those kind of edits happen, unfortunately, too much. And you got to watch for them, and it's things you don't really think about. You see a clock and you kind of, well, what's going on? And you focus on what's going on, but the evidence is all right here, up here. This is showing the truth of what we're viewing, even though it's presented as one continuous clip, like, oh, it just popped into existence. Not really. It was clipped into existence, and it's clipped out of existence as it hits the mirror, or gets what appears to be close to the mirror. Boom, done. And jumps 30 some seconds. So, yeah, pretty crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Or I guess 40 seconds, actually. It's quite a big jump. So there we go. Let's get to that one.
Oh, Hoggle, that's right. Hoggle did say this before. Could the power have cut out for a bit and come back?
Well, probably not. I don't know if it's not impossible, I suppose, but I would imagine that it wouldn't come out as one continuous recording then. That if the power was cut, it would start a whole new file recording. It wouldn't be on one continuous video stream.
And plus, wouldn't you mention that, like, oh, this is where the power went out, right here?
Yeah, you'd think. I mean, if you're
I would.
I'm not saying this place doesn't have activity, but I think this is deceptively edited to create a lot of sensationalism. So anyway, let's get to the next one. We got more. Got quite a bit more, actually.
All right.
All right, this is from the Haunted Reels. I can't read what they put on here because they put this damn font. Raphael's been tormented by a poltergeist for long now. He decided to record the encounter. I can't read anything after that because they have white font beneath it and on top of it. So, and none of it's lined up, so it's all just a jumble. Good catch on the clock. Thank you, Mason. Appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. So let's get to this next video. Find out what this one looks like. Here we are from the Haunted Reels on Facebook. Definitely check out all these sites. There's hosting many more of these kind of videos that you guys can check out. Certainly want to direct traffic their way because we appreciate them hosting these videos so we can discuss them. All right, here we go. This is apparently a poltergeist. Let's take a look. Here we go. All right. First and foremost, I want you to pay attention to that. Watch that door frame. Oh, look at that. What the hell is that? Oh, what is that? That's a weird frame. Anyway, I don't know.
Wow.
It's like do.
It's like incomplete stairs.
Yeah, that's what it looked like to me too. It wouldn't be crazy if you found out, oh, that's where the stairs used to be. And they showed up for just one frame. All right, here we go. Watch the door frame. You'll see a shadow quickly pass through it from side to side, from going from the right to the left. I just wanted to point that out because it's very quick and you'll miss it if you're not paying attention. So right after I start, watch the door frame.
Let's see.
A dark figure can be seen in the kitchen, quickly passing through the doorway before vanishing from sight. But when Raphael enters the room, he finds nothing, except for an object moving on its own.
Yep, he finds that pot going, so that's really the whole reel. That's his reflection at first in a mirror. So then the shadow he allegedly notices going back and forth. I wish I could break this down frame by frame because we could look at that shadow and see if it looks more like edited in or if it's legitimately some color change in the scene as it's recorded. It kind of has a weird vibe to it to me, but it could be legit. I mean, we don't really get a lot of evidence of shadow people on film that are examinable. And I don't have the ability to go frame by frame on this to show you guys whether or not that looks legit. It looks kind of suspect to me, but it might be legit at the same time. So this is one where you're going to have to weigh in on about what you can see. The pot does go. Now, I do like the way that it goes away from him. Usually whenever there's motion captured on video, oftentimes that suggests string pulls is if it goes towards the cameraman. If the activity constantly goes towards the direction of the person that's recording, then that to me is a big red flag. But this does go the opposite direction, which could be simple enough with just running a string through a hinge or a door handle and then back to you. But I mean, I don't want to suggest that it has to be phony. It could be legitimate stuff we're looking at here. So
the door is open though, where that pot goes.
The door is open?
Yeah, look where the pot goes. There's an open door.
That's a washing machine.
Nope, there's a door.
Okay, I'm looking here. Yeah, it's really... I don't know. I'm seeing a dishwasher or like a clothes washing machine with a dark...
There's a door.
I don't see the door.
It's right there.
That's like a dishwasher or a clothes washer.
No. Look on the wall. Like,
okay, hold on. I'm gonna freeze it once we get a
gotta
chance.
freeze it. Yeah.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna freeze it this time. We can get something.
Yeah.
Damn it, that was too quick. Come back to it. And where?
Hold up, it's catching up.
Okay. So this is like a clothes washer or something.
There's a door right there.
Where?
That big white doorway.
This?
Hold on, I'm waiting for it to catch up.
Okay. When it catches up, let me know.
Yeah, that's a door.
Yeah, it is a door, but
yeah.
But
There's
the
a door.
But the pot goes this way.
Yeah, you can angle the string.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So it's a little bit ajar, like somebody could be in there yanking a string.
Yes.
Fair enough. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get you. I thought you meant this was open. I'm like, well, no, that's just a
oh no
clothes washer or something. Okay, gotcha.
No, that's yeah.
Okay, well, time to weigh in, folks. What are you seeing? What are you seeing? Is it maybe legit? It could be. Something about that shadow figure feels wrong though, and I don't know. I've never seen one. I haven't seen. I don't have a lot of basis for saying that.
Wait, what?
What?
T-Bone says notes on the fridge says this is a fake.
It does?
Whoa, you're gonna have to go to that fridge.
I'm trying, but where is it?
Or is that a joke?
I don't know.
So I can't read that fridge at all.
I can't either, but I'm gonna go back here and try to get it again. Oh shoot, it was actually back. Huh. I'm not getting a good read on anything.
Oh, he's a joke.
Okay. I was like, wait, what?
It's like, wait, there was a hidden message. Okay.
Thank you, T-Bone. You got me. You got us. There you go. Let's vote. Let's see what we got here. Where are we at? He didn't chase the shadow. What are we talking about? Little overreacting. Okay. Cat stairs. Maybe they are cat stairs. That's a good thing. Yep.
Oh.
Chucky Danger. Nope. T-Bone. Nope. 0.5 from Rachel. 0 from Grandizer. 0 from Nathan Nate. Karen Alberding. Nope. Wizard Moon. Nope. I feel skeptical tonight. Nope, says Elaine. Overreacting. The breathing. Yeah. Calm down. It's not the first time, is it? That's a good point. So if he lives in this place, is this the very first activity he managed to film? Or has he been around this for a while? It's another person off camera. Could be Chucky. 2.25 from Hoggle. And Jose's giving it nope. Brent Van Hoen, 0.5. He didn't chase the shadow from Stickolg. 0 from Cadster, 9.2. We only go to 1. Aggravated progressive. I see the cracked door. Yeah, I get that now. I didn't understand what Sheldon was saying, but now I understand. 0 and can go lower for examination of this very, very brief clip. Yeah, that Nino kind of guy says. Note on the fridge, got that. I'm at 0 now from Hoggle. 0 from Chucky Danger. Lots of zeros. I wish I could zoom. I really would love. I think it was sarcasm. Yeah, as I'm looking for the actual frame. Like, how is he reading this? 0 from Nathan Nate. Kitty Cattywack 0. Nah from Phil Blair. And 0 from Susie Wright. What do we got over on Rumble? Dog Digger, thumbs up. 0, overacting, Barbara says. Dog Digger, 0.25 at the most. Justin Goodearth, 0.25. You may be right, BB, which is Barbara. Thanks, dog. The dude's going to pass out with all that heavy breathing. Yeah, fun show.
I was
Gotta
thinking
go.
this same thing.
Mason Davis says, fun show. Got to go taking the grandkids to a dog show in the morning. Very cool, Mason. Have a great time. And thanks for stopping in and being a part of the show. Good to have you here. All right. Well, there you go. We reviewed the hell out of that one. I think we kind of got that nailed down. Nothing to see here, folks. Just saying. All right. It was interesting, though. Again, this is that one. I already did that one. I already showed that one last night. What do we got here? Oh, this one's kind of interesting. I kind of like this one because I want to know what you guys think. I want to know what you guys think about this. I think it's kind of fascinating. What was this one? That one's kind of a cryptid one, but let's do this one first. This is a photo from Facebook. It's coming from Red's Creepy Clips. Looks kind of impressive, but maybe it's all about perspective. What do we think? Let's take a look, guys. Here it is. This is a photo from Red's Creepy Clips. Here it is. What are we looking at here? Let's zoom in as much as we can, I guess, since we can. There it is. What are we looking at here? Is this some kind of mothership up in the clouds kind of thing? Or is this just a matter of perspective? What do you guys think? I zoomed all the way in to show you. So, what do you guys think? What are we looking at here? Is this photo some kind of great ship with obviously a huge jet coming out of the middle of it, which is unusual for UFOs, as most often they have no visible signs of propulsion. However, this one seems to have a big rocket right in the middle. Or, let me just say or, because there is more. The first comment I thought was kind of interesting. It says, if you flip it over, it's just the last bit of a tea light candle burning away while floating in a bowl of water.
Oh, well, what do you know?
There it is, upside down. Isn't that something?
Well, I guess that's been answered for us.
Yeah, it might be an old one, Anna, but I just found this one for the first time now. But yeah, it does. I mean, it looks like a little tea light. Yeah. It must be an oil one or something. I don't know, but yeah, floating in a pool of water with some, I don't know if it has a glass or something. But anyway, yeah.
It is a beautiful shot.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's a pretty shot, but it's kind of funny. It's like perspective is everything, right? Because without that, you're left with this. Ooh, what the hell is that? So, do we need to vote on this one? No. Probably not. It looks like it's just all about perspective. And that's a good lesson for these two. We're going to do one more. And let me get it all framed up here, and we'll dive into this one. All right, so this is from Paranormal Vision on Facebook. It says Bigfoot is chasing her. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Oh.
Let's check out this one. It's got sound. Hopefully not music, but let's find out. Can I make that a little bit bigger? Yeah, a little bit bigger. There we go. There we go. Let's have a look. Here we go. It says, wait for it.
Stop, please.
This creepy video comes from Dee's Dark Adventures. I'll tag it below. And after hiking on a strange trail in the woods of Ohio, she begins to be hunted by something in the distance, and it does not go well. Because not only does it look much larger than her, but it follows her all the way out of the woods. And you can tell she was terrified. I cut it down 4 times, but here's how it all started. Let me know what you think.
I like that they cut it down. I like that, his opening narration. The guy did a good job with this video. So let's check out what's going on now. We actually get to the meat and taters. Here we go.
Yeah. Hi.
So there's some glowing eyes back here that are really hard to see. They're faintly glowing, like reflecting the light.
Yep. I can't go home. Please, I'm leaving.
After that scare, she makes it safely out of the woods. That is until she hears movement behind her and turns around and sees something in the tree line.
What is that?
Oh, standing up. Uh-oh.
The fuck is it? Dude, no! It looks like a person, man. But no person. It looks like a fucking person. Stop.
It sits.
I need a person. I need a person. Ah! It just keeps getting up and down, up and down. Stop. Fuck, I can't run. Somebody drive by. Somebody drive by.
So apparently it kept getting worse as she's going out. This is a very abridged version of the events. As you can see, she was in a field getting worked up because something was there and it was standing up. Sitting, crouching down, standing up, crouching down. It was definitely, I guess, mirroring her or shadowing her all the way out. But she does sound genuinely disturbed. I think that whatever's going on, if it's a joke, she's not in on it. Doesn't sound like she knows it's a joke. What do you guys think? Time to vote. And I realize some of it is really hard to see just because it's small video, but I'll put a link to this in the chat so you guys can check it out and weigh in on it as you wish. But this is from Facebook, so if you don't have Facebook, this might not work for you. But if you do have Facebook, this might work for you. And you can check it out for yourself. It's not a long video, but... All right, so what do we got? 0.75. Wizard Moon gives it a 1. T-Bone 1. 1 seems genuine from Rachel. I'm jumping through here. T-Bone 1. Where does it start? 1 seems scared, Phil Funk says. Looks like we're starting somewhere. Don't go looking for something you are afraid to see. Good point, John.
Yeah,
it's actually a very good point. I say that about ghost hunters all the time. It's like they get a little activity and they're like, no, and they're running out. It's like, why did you go? Exactly. Why did you go? 1, she seems scared. Should have had a gun. Yeah, really. 1 seems genuine. 1 from T-Bone. Wizard Moon 1. Ben from Oz says, no joke. 0.75 from Hoggle. No pew-pews when you go out into the forest. Come on now and your 2 girls. What? No pew-pews when you go out in the forest. Come on now. And your 2 girls. I don't know what that means for sure. Anna Bolmy. Okay. Karen Alberding is 1. Brent Van Hoen, 0.5. 0.5. Because of her genuine fear, says Jose. Kitty Cattywack, 0.5. She is terrified, says Ben. Yeah, she is. What the heck is she doing out there alone like that? Yeah, I know, exactly. Kedster is giving it a 1.75. Elaine Clifford. 0.5 from Nathan Nate. Chucky Danger's giving it a 1. Let's see. Owl's giving it a 1 and 0.2. I get quiet when I'm scared. 0.2. Yeah.
I kind of see what he's saying, because I've had trouble with this with some videos too that I've watched where it's like, that's not at all how I'd react. But the thing is, like, everybody reacts differently to scenarios. So
right.
Some people are more loud and more boisterous and more confronting. Other people are more like meek and like retreaty, kind of thing. So
sure,
that's something I've had to kind of look through that lens as well.
But this is a woman. I think she's out there alone. She's being confronted by a huge shadowy figure that she doesn't understand. I think she's trying to make noise because she wants some help. Like no. Making noise, I think it's also good because you can sometimes frighten animals away by making enough noise. But so there is that. But I think you're exactly right. I mean, who knows how individual people are going to handle that kind of extreme stress? Yep. I thought I heard another girl. Oh, no, I think it's just the one girl. Nope. Just one girl, which is even worse. I think you definitely don't go out there solo, ladies. I mean, even if it's not creatures in the woods, there's sometimes other people in the woods.
Or bears.
Well, I mean, not even animals. You know, I'm talking like just the possibility you might run into some kind of real douchebag kind of person and, you know, put yourself in danger. Be careful, be careful, be careful. And guys too. I mean, I'm honestly not a big, hey, let's go solo out into this dangerous place alone. You know, I'm not all for that. I'm like, take a friend, take protection of some kind.
Yes.
You know, I think it's creepy stuff, but what do we got on Rumble for that one? Dog Digger gave me the line. Appreciate it. Zero Stage says Big D. Happens a lot. DM with Big D, 0.5. I think it's staged. Dog Digger heard way too many reports to totally discount the event, 0.5, but why in the H did she go out there in the dark by herself? Very true. I'm asking myself the same thing. You signed up, Barbara says, if you signed up for it, don't run. And who knows what she was doing? She could be one of those people just walking along the Appalachian Trail. Like, there's plenty of people that do, you know, these hiking goals. They're going to go so many states or so far and over this amount of time. And so, you know, and they have drop-off points and pickup points. And there's plenty of people that go missing doing that every year, too. So,
oh, yeah. Rachel found her YouTube channel.
Hers?
Yep.
Dee's Dark Adventures. Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is,
there we go.
I think, her YouTube channel. Very good, Rachel. Wow.
Wow.
Way to drum it up.
Yeah.
Dub Bears. Got to watch out for Dub Bears. There you go. Well, I'll tell you what, folks. We are all out of time here on the Paranormal Portal. Sheldon, what do you got to say?
Well, guys, don't forget paranormalportal.net. I'll put it right in the chat for you guys. That is the best place to find the home base of the Paranormal Portal, where you can always stay up to date on the live streams when they're going live, when the podcasts are going live, as well as if you have an amazing experience to share. Your very own interview me button right there. Feel free to schedule your own time whenever you want to have an interview. As well, discord.gg/paranormal portal, right in the chat as well for the home base for the community. All the amazing discussions, amazing links. Dad went over it earlier, but all of it's right there, all in one place to spread your opinions, spread your links, as well as kind of like we did today every Saturday. Question of the week. Get your opinions out there when they come.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's going to wrap it up for us, folks. Thank you so much for joining us. Glad you had fun, Hoggle. Thank you so much. I appreciate all you guys coming in, and hope you guys enjoyed the journey. If you're new to the channel, love to have you subscribe and become part of the family. If not, thanks for giving us a try. I really appreciate that most of all. It's not for everybody, but hopefully it's for more people.
Yeah.
All right, that's all we got time for. So remember, we love you all. Be good, be kind, be nice, take care of each other, help each other out, find the magic in every day, and remember to laugh as much as you can. We'll see ya Wednesday, so it appears. So pending anything else, I will say, please follow me on Facebook or on the Discord, because I'll always post updates if there's not going to be a show on both Facebook and Discord, just to let you guys know. So generally speaking, I don't know of any reason we wouldn't, but just so you know. All right. Love you, mean it. All right, we'll see you guys later. Take care. Have a great rest of your weekend. And until Wednesday, take care of yourself. Good night, everybody.
Good night.